Hey folks, welcome back. Going to do a little bit more work on the Toolmaster. Now, two things we're going to go through today's video on. One, I've developed a leak that's a little bit more than I like on a machine. And so we're going to take and replace the O-rings in some of these shafts. Second thing is, one of the viewers wrote me and said that his Toolmaster is missing this brake handle right here. So I think we'll take it apart and I'll show you how it's going to work. I was going to take it off anyway to paint it, but that just fell through. So we'll take it apart and show him, get his dimensions. Stay tuned. Now this is the brake handle assembly for this machine. Take it off real quick. It's got two socket head cap screws. It just goes right in, and these come off and it pulls right out. Easy peasy. Now we just pull it right on out. Give you a close-up view of it in a minute. Don bought. I got to take some measurements here for one of the viewers. You don't trust me, do you? That's why you got to look over my shoulder.
I'm looking. I'm checking.
You're checking me out. Are you cold over at your place?
No, I have electricity. I'm nice and warm.
Don nearly died last year.
I did. Lost electricity. 32 degrees inside my house.
Cool. Well, I'm going to measure this for this guy. Then we'll look at it. This outside diameter of this part is 0.9985. It looks to be like it's about 0.65 from here to here. And then the arm looks to be sticking out right at 1.67 inches to the little ring. And I know this thread inside here is 1/4 by 20. And then this little turquoise knob is 0.85, and it's 1.25 long. He said that's all he said that's all he needed was the handle.
Give him the whole dimensions from the top of the knob to the base, so he knows how much is screwing in the thread.
I'm not going to paint this one now, so I'm not going to unscrew it. But it's just you only need, if you just look at the other one on this machine, well, there's another knob that I guarantee you is probably the same one. 0.61. Let me swing the people around here, Donbot. If you look at this knob right here, those two are identical. So if you've got this Coil Lock, you can make this one from those dimensions. What do you want to do now, Donbot?
I don't know. I'll go well my gantry frame, but it's too dang cold to do that.
I was going to show them these brake shoes. The way this works, can you see okay, Don?
Yep.
The way this works is this slot has these brake shoes on it, and when you pull the lever down, it rotates that slot so that the brake shoes rub against the bottom of the vary disc on the front pulley. So basically you're locking down the vari-disc on the quill so it can't move. And
It's the Coil Lock? Because you didn't tell me what it was for.
yeah, this is a Coil Lock.
Gotcha.
I thought you knew everything.
They all look alike.
They all look alike to you? Well, I thought I'd be smart. These have a little wear. These you can still buy off of from Fives. And reasonable. I think they're like $8 a piece. But there's a lot of wear left on them, so I'm just going to turn them over. Just insert them like this. Best side up. I tested it already. It works pretty darn good. But that's all there is to the Coil Lock.
Easy enough.
It's spring loaded so that it keeps in that up position.
Yeah.
I was going to take and see what's on the end of this. Hey, you bought one of these, didn't you?
I did.
And how do you like it so far?
I like it good. I still like my needler for a lot of stuff. But I like that for other issues. I mean, actually, I was using it yesterday for some welds that I did. So tight spot to get in, running some welds down. So I like it.
I bought about 100 more discs of different. I tell you what, this isn't exactly like the other one. This one here, the one on the quill feed has a screw to hold it on here. This one has got some, I think it's got 3 holes. Turn this thing on. That looks like a roll pin on that side. Little brass brushes do pretty good, but boy, they don't do anything like these roll lock pads. Of course, I don't have it turned up at 43,000 RPMs either.
Aluminum cast?
No,
Cast?
it's cast. Let's see.
Yeah, it looked like cast from
It feels like a casting. Yeah, it's got a set screw right there to hold everything together. Zip all the paint off of that. Yeah, that's a casting.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's got a spring in there that feels really good. I bet you this ball right here, or this Allen screw here, goes in and adjusts the tension on that ball lock. Anyway, that's that part. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is the feed box for it. Now this is another feed box that I got off of eBay. Luckily, a guy was parting out one of these, and I was able to buy a bunch of parts to repair this. They were expensive, but
not as expensive as going to Toolmaster.
yeah. I mean, Fives, you can buy the vari-discs. They want $8,000 for each one. But this one is leaking oil out of the bottom of this knob. Now, this is the way I got it in parts. I got a lot of extra gears and things in case this one ever goes bad. Replace them. But it really helped to be able to have all these gears and things so I could see how this worked without having to tear that one all the way apart. This fits right in there, and it has a spring right there and a couple balls that go in there. And those balls go into that detent. So when I take the other one apart, I need to watch for those balls coming apart.
Yeah, don't lose those.
Yeah. What I think happens is this plate right here. You see it comes undone, and this fits in here, and there's a little threaded hole right here, and I think all this assembly right here fits together.
Was it a seal? You said it was leaking? Is there
Yeah.
a seal behind there?
It's right there.
The O-ring?
It's an O-ring.
Huh. Easy enough.
Yeah, we can pull that right off. I don't know what size. Have you been over here again swiping tools and carrying them off over there? I know you have been.
I got my own tools. Do not need your tools.
Be over here. My picks. Now, I got tired of never having the right O-rings years ago. And I decided that I needed one of those kits where you can make your own O-rings. Well, that worked a little bit, but nowadays you can buy these kits for nothing on eBay. And you just pop them over. See if you can find one. Now these are all a little bit thicker than this one is.
It's probably because that one's mashed down.
No, this is about like diameter's like twice as thick.
Yeah.
But I outsmarted them. I bought a different kit too. And we will look right there. I think that one's better. Been windy. Look at that. Brand new O-ring. That's the one we'll put on the other one.
There you go.
Now that'll take care of that little problem. So to get this off, I have to take this plate off, watching out for 2 balls and 2 springs. Now there's another place I see a little drip out of that while I'm doing this, I got to drain it again. Might as well take care of that one too. Where are we on here? This is the inner workings of one of these boxes. All these bags of gears fit into that. This is the hole, you can see my finger sticking through, where this selector knob goes through. There's another spring. It fits like that. That one might be a little bit thick. I might have to get a smaller one. I think that one's going to be hard to get in there. But we'll get a small one. Now, I've got another. This is where the. Okay, that's where. This is upside down. This is where the kick out for the automatic feed. It's got a lever on it like this, and this goes through like that. And when it gets to its limit, it pops this to get it out of gear. And the handle fits on this side. Well, it's leaking a little bit here, and it's leaking a little bit. No, it wasn't over here, just this side. So I need to get in there and get that ring out. My table's trying to eat my pick, Don. What the heck was that, Don? What are you doing over there?
Dog is barking.
Where am I? In here, there's another seal. There she is. Now this isn't the one that's on the machine right now, but this is a really nice feature to have two of them so you can tear it apart, look what it is before you do something on it. Right? Right.
Is that another O-ring? Or different seal?
It's on the inside of this brass boss they have sticking out here. The only problem is I have to pull that shaft out. And looking at the shaft, there's a keyway on it right here. And from all the other parts that I've taken apart, I know there's a gear that goes over that. I don't know which one it is. Not that one.
What's that little O-ring for?
That goes on this boss over here. It's right on the end. That's where this part sticks out.
Gotcha.
So that seals that shaft. I don't know what happened to this machine for me to be able to buy all the parts. Here's the plate that goes on the back. It keeps that inserted into the bore. Yeah, that's how they did it. When I saw that little half moon, that's what I figured they had done. Okay. That's not the baby. That's not the baby. This assembly here is close to that one. It fits into this boss right here, but it all goes down through there like this. You have to take it apart and put it in. Just got a set of dog gears on this, and that's how it switches internally. You can't see that. This internal shaft, it's got a shifter fork, and it just pushes it to that one for one speed or that one for another speed. All the gears look really good in here. Yeah, that's how they did it.
You going to include all those parts when you sell that one?
Sir?
You going to include all those parts when you sell the Toolmaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Be a good deal. Have some spare parts. Doesn't hurt.
look what I found. This one has a different knob on it. What they were. This is the one that is the shifter. I think, this is where detective work comes in on all these old machines. I mean, you. Get some power on this thing. This knob used to have a thread on the end of it. You can see right there on the end where it broke off and they filed it flat. I mean, you don't really need it. You just boom, boom, like this, but.
It might even come from a different machine. You don't know.
No, it's all the same color. It used to go
That's
right
That's
here.
different from the knob that's on the one you have, right?
Right. The knob I have on the one over there has a turquoise knob on the end.
Yeah.
This one used to have a knob, but it's been sheared off, broke off, and somebody must. I tell you what, I bet happened. Same thing was wrong with this one. The screws on the inside to change the speed from fast to slow.
Yeah, that's what was jammed, right?
It wasn't jammed in here. It was jammed in the head itself.
Yeah.
That's where those balls were out of whack. I replaced all the balls and milled down that internal raceway, and it worked fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we got to do. I think you've probably bothered these people long enough. I've bothered them for long enough too. Anyway, what else is going on at your shop, Mr. Don?
That's about it. Just the cold temperatures. All you people from up north need to come down here and get your weather and bring it back up there.
Well, I've always thought that somebody's left the gate open in Amarillo, and all that cold air is coming through the gate.
Yeah. Well, it was 22 this morning here, so that's a little chilly. By our standards,
By our standards, that's life-threatening.
It is.
I mean, we don't have the coal, the clothes for that.
Nah. Good news is, a couple more days it'll be back up in the 60s. So.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go do some editing. So I'll see you and you guys later on. Thanks for watching. Say goodnight, Don.
Bye, peace.
No, that's not how you do it. You
Good night,
say
peace.
no. It's good night, Don. I said say good night, Don. Good night, Don.
Good night to myself.
You see what I have to put up with? But watch, I can do this. Click. Bye, guy.